If you're looking for a consistent social media presence without spending countless hours and maybe even days creating them, you're in the right place. Creating social media posts every day is exhausting. You're juggling a million other things, and social media becomes another must do task that gets pushed to tomorrow and then the next day and then ultimately doesn't get done. But what if I told you there was a shortcut, a way to build 3 months of content in just a few hours without burning out? On today's episode, I'm going to share with you my secrets to creating evergreen content.
It's showtime. Let's get started.
Creating consistent, engaging social media content shouldn't feel like rocket science. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs go from I don't know what to post to I've got this, using simple, easy to implement steps that make a big difference. I'm Maggie Carey, and welcome to the Painless Posting Podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to give you a real, doable plan to build your evergreen content library so you can show up online, stay consistent, and still have time to run your business. This method helps you create reusable content with graphics and captions using simple tools like Canva and AI, and if you're lucky, a posting tool as good as Painless Posting. And we're not just talking about theory today. I am going to give you a step-by-step approach you can start right away. So the first step in creating evergreen content is to choose your evergreen categories. Start by choosing 3 to 5 categories of content that will never go out of style for your brand. If you want a deeper dive on this topic, check out episode 6, where I break down content categories in detail. Now remember, when you're considering these categories, make sure that they're not tied to a season or a time of year or something that may get outdated. Here are some great category ideas. 1, tips your audience can always use. 2, testimonials that show your value. 3, answers to frequently asked questions. 4, behind-the-scene moments. 5, inspirational quotes or personal insights. Think of these as building blocks. When you come up with 5 ideas in each category, you'll already have 25 pieces of evergreen content to work with. Now that you've created 5 categories and you have 5 basic ideas on what to use for your evergreen content, you can now go to step 2, which is to write captions with AI. Writing captions doesn't have to be hard, especially when you have a prompt. Here's a fill-in-the-blank prompt you can use with ChatGPT or any AI tool. First, tell it you are a social media strategist, and then say something like this. Pretend you're a social media strategist. My name is, insert your name. I'm the owner of, insert your business. I specialize in, state what your industry or your focus is. For a call to action, use, insert your website, your phone number, whatever you want as a call to action. And my target audience is, specify as best as you can your target audience. Then explain what their challenge is. And then use a tone style. Let's do an example. Pretend you're a social media strategist. I'm Maggie Carey, the owner of Master at Media. I specialize in helping small business owners simplify social media. For a call to action, use www.painlessposting.com. My target audience is women entrepreneurs over 40 who are overwhelmed with content creation. Focus on service-based businesses in the U.S. and use an encouraging and confident tone. Do you see how I'm zoning in on the specifics to help it write content for me? Now, here's what I want ChatGPT to do, or an AI tool to do. We're going to do 5 posts for each of the 5 categories we had. So, create 5 social media post captions that focus on and insert that category, each with a hook, pain point, solution, and call to action. That's our help process. Keep it conversational and include emojis and trending hashtags. And it's that simple. Once you do that, it'll come out and generate 5 posts based on that category, based on you, your brand, your target audience, their pain points. Remember, you want to do that for each of the 5 categories you set out. Remember, you can always use our help process to fine-tune your caption writing. Step 3 is to batch create your graphics. We want to create graphics that match our captions. So it's time to make them look good and stand out. I use a tool called Canva. It includes this brand kit feature that allows you to save time because it saves your brand colors, your logos, your fonts, so your posts stay consistent with minimal effort. So here's how to keep it simple. Create a file that contains all of your posts, those 25 posts based on 5 posts in 5 categories. What I suggest you do is to create 5 templates. Now, what is a template? A template is a set design, something that you can use and then add different text or add a different photo to change it up a bit. At least one for each of the categories, and then duplicate that page. Change up the colors. You're going to change the photo. You're going to change the text, depending on the type of graphic you're doing. And make sure you batch them by category. So you make sure you have your tips in one section, your testimonials in another, or in different files. You can even search templates in Canva by typing in testimonial graphics or quote post. Look for layouts that match your vibe and then just plug them into your content. Step 4 in creating our evergreen content is to schedule it out. Once your content is ready, we need to get it scheduled so that it posts on platforms. Now, depending on what social media platforms you're on, if you're only using Facebook and Instagram, you can certainly use the scheduler that comes with the Meta Business Suite. You can find that at business.facebook.com. However, I like to use my tool, Painless Posting. Try to find a tool that will allow you to recycle and reschedule posts automatically. With Painless Posting, I create this content, I put them in a scheduler, and it schedules them out when I want them to. It makes it very easy. So make sure that you find a social media tool that allows you to recycle or reschedule posts automatically. This is key. It means you can post your evergreen content again and again without re-uploading or rewriting everything. Not every scheduler has this feature, so look for one that allows content reuse or recurring posts to really make the most out of your batching effort. Set your posts to go out 2 to 3 times a week. Let's say Monday, Wednesday, or Friday is a great rhythm. That way you're showing up consistently even in your busy weeks. Of course, you want to sprinkle in your real-time posts. Let me tell you a story about one of my clients. She followed this process. She created over 100 evergreen posts and scheduled them to publish 3 times a week. She sprinkles in real-time and seasonal posts when she has the time. The best part is she doesn't panic. When life gets busy, her brand still shows up, her followers still hear from her, and she has space to be creative or present when it works for her. And you can do this too. Also, check to see if your posting tool has something where you can tag your content so you can categorize it. In Painless Posting, we have this amazing tagging system that allows you to just show certain things so you can tag them like Motivational Monday or Wellness Wednesday. It's really great to help people build their repository of social media content so they don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, it's Monday, I don't have a Monday motivational post. You can go back and look at what you did months ago and maybe reuse one of those motivational posts to help you get through a busy time. That's one of the things I don't want you to have to worry about. I want you to make sure that your content is there for you to use whenever you need it so you can repost easily or you can create new content with a breeze. Now remember, if you only have Facebook and Instagram, you can use Meta's Business Suite. It's great, but if you're posting on more than just those two, if you want to leverage LinkedIn or maybe get your videos on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And of course, the most valuable SEO tool ever, Google Business. You can use tools that will take that content and publish them across multiple platforms, just like Painless Posting posts on up to 8. If you're looking to check that out, just go to painlessposting.com and see if it's a good fit for you. If not, if it's not a good fit, find something that will, because this evergreen content system that you're developing is going to be much easier if you have the proper tool to help you publish. So here's the next step. If you stopped posting this week, would your followers hear from you again before next month? If the answer is maybe not, then it's time to build your evergreen library. If you want a super simple action step that you can take today, what I'd like you to do is open Canva, create a single file, add one tip, one testimonial, and one FAQ. Create that template and use your brand kit to tweak it and make it your own. Copy those 3 over again 3 times. Now you're going to have 9 posts. See if you can do that. You've just started creating your content library. As you know, I always give you a social media shortcut at the end of my podcast. And today, do I have something amazing for you? I am giving you the starting point to this whole process. It's my 7-day challenge. If you want to jumpstart your evergreen content creation, I'm giving you 7 professionally designed graphics and companion captions that you can plug into your content and plan immediately. Head over to painlessposting.com/SMM7day, the number 7 day, to join us and take the pressure off your next post. This 7-day journey will not only equip you with the graphic templates and the captions, it also gives you a spreadsheet that helps you plan out your content. So remember, go to painlessposting.com/SMM7day. I'll put the link in the show notes so you have access to them and you can easily click and download that 7-day challenge today. And if you've enjoyed the Painless Posting podcast, don't forget to subscribe. And please leave us a review. It helps others discover the social media shortcuts too. Until next time, keep your posting painless and your engagement powerful.